Yo, what up, and welcome to a new L.M.S.V. So, what up, and welcome to a new showcase of one of these. Now, this time, just like I did with V.G.A Joker, and if you haven't watched that very important showcase, because I'm about to continue on from what I announced in the V.G.A Joker showcase, and if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link to it down in the description below. But just like in the V.G.A Joker showcase, here's the new character token of the minifigure that we'll be taking a closer look at this time. So yeah, take a wild guess. Don't read the title, even though that's why you clicked on this video. Don't read it, don't see it. Try to make a guess who this is, alright? Anyway, that's it for the character token, so it's just gonna disappear for now, and it'll show up there once we actually take a closer look at the minifigure. Now this time, we are actually going to take a look at one of my, if not my favorite, at least top 3 Disney Star Wars Jedi. Now, this story, even got goosebumps. This story is one of those stories that really hit home on different levels. Funny that I said levels, seeing as this is a character from a video game called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where Cameron Monaghan, who you might have seen play the Joker in the series Gotham, and yeah, I absolutely love that actor. He's absolutely fantastic, killed it in the Gotham series, and when it comes to his character in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, he's again just chef's kiss. He's absolutely fantastic, and that's of course Cal Kestis. Now, Cal is seriously one of the best Disney Star Wars characters to date. But yeah, I absolutely love Cal Kestis' story as a former Jedi Padawan, trying to find his path in life now that, you know, he's no longer part of the Jedi Order, sorta. You know, he's a former Jedi Padawan on the run, and this minifigure is actually based on his very first outfit in the game when we're introduced to him, of course, on the planet Brocca. Now, that was a very, very dope looking planet because, you know, I love dark settings for Jedis because it really tests their mental strength, so, and their stance in the Force, of course. Hate that rhymed. But anyway, yeah, so for this showcase, we're actually gonna take a closer look at my very own video game accurate version of Cal Kestis in his Brocca outfit. Now, this is definitely a very, I wouldn't say complicated minifigure, but in order to make this minifigure, I literally bought multiple parts from different companies. So without further ado, let's take a quick closer look at Cal Kestis right now. And here he is, and as you can see, Cal looks absolutely fantastic. Now, originally I did want to put just a picture of Brocca in the back, but then again, one of the things I really loved about Jedi Fallen Order was they eventually went to Kashyyyk, and so what you actually see in the back is just, I think it's from, originally I found this on ArtStation, but it's this very Kashyyyk-ish type of art piece. So yeah, I just had to put that one in the back just to show some love, some extra love to Kashyyyk. But as you can see, Cal Kestis looks absolutely fantastic. Now, one big thing that I really love about this face is again this worried facial expression, because on Brocca, literally in the beginning, Cal was terrified. Like, even Prov, his homie who unfortunately died, he was killed right in front of him, but still. Oh, by the way, major spoilers ahead, so if you haven't played or seen Jedi Fallen Order, definitely go and do that right now. It is definitely worth it. It's seriously one of the best things that Disney Star Wars has created, and yeah, I very much look forward to Jedi Fallen Order 2, and I also got a future What If coming to the channel that involves Trilla actually, and something else. So yeah, if you want to see that, definitely go down and hit that subscribe button. But anyway, in the beginning on Brocca, he was just terrified, man. And even Prof said it, like, you gotta find your destiny in this life, my man. Like, you deserve more than what Brocca has to offer. So when the Empire came looking for a Jedi, because they were notified of someone seeing a Jedi, on one hand, it was extremely fucked up because, you know, Cal's biggest fear is being discovered by the Empire, and here they are. But at the same time, this was the very start of the next chapter of his life. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Now, I had to put him in this pose, seeing as this is sorta his fighting stance that he goes into when he faces off against the second sister, who we know is Trilla. So yeah, that's why the lightsaber is so super close to his neck. Now, that lightsaber hilt, yes, we are going into detail about that lightsaber hilt because, oh my good Christ, did it make this figure. But again, like I said, I love this facial expression because it just shows how terrified he is and how nervous he is of facing off against a, well, Sith, sort of, Sith Inquisitor. Now, in regards to the hair, I'll go into detail in regards to the various parts and where I got them from in just a second, but that's the only part for me that's kind of like, ugh. Because the description of this hairpiece said reddish brown, and on camera it looks, well, it looks good. It's kind of the same color as his glove, but I don't know, I really wish it had a bit more of that reddish tint going on IRL, but it is what it is. But now let's quickly take away the lightsaber so we can take a closer look at the details. So let's do that right now. And here he is without the lightsaber, and here you can also see his other facial expression. Now, for those who know a lot about Lego Star Wars sets, this is actually a Han Solo face, hence why it's kind of cocky and with his smirk. And it is accurate in regards to Cal when it comes to a very specific moment where he actually fights and defeats a walker, and after that, you know, he comes back to the Mantis, to Sear and Grease, and he's extremely cocky. So for that moment, this facial expression is absolutely perfect. But I will admit, Firestar Toys' version of Cal Kestis is absolutely gorgeous, and I really want to get that figure in the future, and I'll definitely showcase it because that facial expression looks phenomenal. And unfortunately, as of right now, I can't order that head, unfortunately, so I will have to buy the entire figure, which I don't mind. But once the actual head of that minifigure becomes available on Firestar Toys, I will definitely get it because that is the most accurate Cal Kestis face I've seen up to this point. So yeah, I will definitely get that to fully 100% completed, but right now it's at a solid 99% completion. Now let's talk about parts. So the base for this figure is actually made and designed by Big Kid Bricks, and I'll show the original minifigure right now. And as you can see, I did change a couple things. Mostly, again, like I said, I added the poncho because I wanted to give him something similar to the sort of vest, capey thing that he's wearing on Brocca. Now, the references that I used to make this Brocca version of Cal were these pictures. So yeah, that's why I went for the reddish brown hair rather than the full-on ginger hair route. So yeah, now you know why I chose this hairpiece. So apart from that, I added the new head and the poncho piece. But again, Big Kid Bricks made a very solid base figure for me to use. Now let me quickly take off the poncho so you can actually see the detail on the chest as well as on the back. So let me quickly take off the poncho right now. And as you can see, Cal looks absolutely fantastic. Now, Big Kid Bricks did a wonderful job in regards to the chest piece. Very similar to, of course, the Firestar Toys version. And that's something that I found a bit weird in the beginning of Jedi Fallen Order. Is that, you know, the big outfit changes is mostly just different ponchos. So, hopefully Jedi Fallen Order 2 has a bit more variety when it comes to the outfits. I would love for Cal to, you know, one of the outfit options would be a traditional Jedi Knight outfit, seeing as by the end of the game, Sear does bestow the Jedi Knight rank upon Cal, which is just absolutely awesome. And the fact that she does that with Trilla's lightsaber of all things was fucking badass, and I absolutely loved it. But yeah, so if the next game could have a bit more variety when it comes to outfits, that would be wonderful. But again, Big Kid Bricks did a phenomenal job because, as you can see, it's just so fucking accurate, and I absolutely love it. Now, the printing doesn't just stop there. He also has arm printing on both sides, and again, it looks amazing. Now, I did originally look on Firestar Toys for maybe like a half sleeve that I might be able to add to this minifigure. but unfortunately that part isn't made yet. But still, you know what, after this showcase, the only thing that I'll add to this minifigure is that super accurate Cal Kestis face that Firestar Toys has made, and then I'ma just leave it. You know, like, this is still a fantastic minifigure. But apart from the arm printing, of course he also has back printing, and again, V.G.A Bricks went into great detail when it comes to the back printing of this minifigure. It's so accurate. I really love it. And if you actually look closely at his sort of, you know, ass, the lines actually go in there, so that's actually a pretty fun detail, and I really like that, you know, the lines of his pouches, that it's perfectly placed by V.G.A Bricks, so well done, hats off to you. The only place where the printing doesn't really continue is for the legs on the sides, but you know, it is what it is. And for me, it was just, you know, who's gonna display their minifigure like this? You are a pretty big fucking weirdo if you do post your minifigures like this. Like, this is how you look at your minifigures? Really? Like, come on now. So anyway, again, this is a wonderful custom made by V.G.A Bricks that I gladly used as the base to kind of upgrade it from there. And yeah, I absolutely fucking love it. So that's why I had to try and complete the look of his Brocca outfit by adding the poncho, by giving him a reddish brown hairpiece and this Han Solo head. But of course, you saw the thumbnail, you saw it in the beginning. Let's talk about Jaro Tapal's lightsaber hilt, because oh my god, does it complete the look of Cal Kestis in his Brocca outfit. I mean, this lightsaber hilt is more accurate than I thought it ever could be. This is fucking nuts. Now, the company slash person, I don't know if it's a one person kind of thing, but the company that made this is Brick Tactical. Now, I did mention Brick Tactical before in my Darth Maul showcase, and if you haven't seen that showcase, link in the description. But Brick Tactical, I've heard of Brick Tactical for a couple years now, but this year I actually went to their website and saw that they are making some of the most accurate Lego custom lightsaber hilts out there right now for a very good price, and I absolutely love it because the detail on this lightsaber hilt is just nuts. I mean, for fuck's sake, it even has the broken off part at the bottom, which is just so awesome, and I'm so happy with that because, as you know, Jaro Tapal's lightsaber hilt is originally a double-bladed lightsaber hilt. So when it, you know, got shot by clone troopers during Order 66, half of it broke off. So the fact that Brick Tactical actually made that little broken piece right there is just, oh my god, it's fucking awesome. Like, the attention to detail, like, hats off to you, Brick Tactical. I'm a big fan of your work. I absolutely fucking love it. Now, the reason why I went with the dark lightsaber staff, stick, whatever, the reason why I went with that part over your standard light blue lightsaber part is because, in my opinion, I do believe that, you know, Cal had this lightsaber by his side ever since Order 66, and I actually do believe that some of his trauma and negative emotions and just sadness and the darkness of it actually kind of connected and had an effect on the actual lightsaber crystal, because, you know, it is possible to change the lightsaber color. I mean, if you purify it like Ahsoka did to one of the Inquisitor lightsaber crystals, it actually turns white, but I also do believe it could be able to become darker. So yeah, and even in, you know, I don't really know how Star Wars Legends has it, but I do know that in Disney Star Wars you can make a lightsaber crystal bleed. So, you know, the whole prospect of like you being able to change your lightsaber crystal, I definitely wanted to play with that in regards to Cal, because this dude is so fucking traumatized by Order 66, and that's really logical. Like, when I first played through the game and you know, you see Cal screaming from the top of his lungs when he fought Jaro Tapal during a sort of meditational moment, that was full on PTSD, fam. That was so painful to watch, and you know, it's wonderfully written and the music was amazing, but fuck me did Cal get traumatized by Order 66, and it really makes you connect on a more emotional level with him, because you're starting to root for him and, you know, connect with him. So yeah, again, well done to the writers of that game. I really hope that good type of writing will also, you know, go into the movies some more, because we all know how big of a mess the Disney Star Wars movies were, so let's not even talk about it. But again, that's why I chose this darker lightsaber color, because I do believe that, you know, he would actually focus and try to maybe meditate or reminisce about more of the good times he had with Jaro Tapal. But at the same time, that darker side and the trauma would also come into view, and I think that would have had an effect on his lightsaber crystal. So that's why I went with dark blue over light blue. Now the lightsaber hilt actually is, I think, a little bit bigger than your standard lightsaber hilt. So let's quickly compare lightsabers right now. And here you can see them, and like I said, I was right. The Brick Tactical lightsaber hilt is just a little bit bigger than your standard Lego lightsaber hilt. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's about goddamn time for Lego to step up their game when it comes to the Lego lightsaber hilts. I mean, for fuck's sake, how long have y'all been making Lego sets? Like more than 20 years now? Come on. I want to say about 20 years, you know, of Lego Star Wars sets. I think it's about goddamn time that y'all stepped up your game, because as you can see, if y'all don't do it, the community will. So yeah, again, hats off to Brick Tactical. I will definitely be buying more lightsaber hilts, and I already have, in regards to the final lightsaber that Kestis has by the end of the game. So in conclusion, I think I definitely fucking nailed it by upgrading Big Kid Bricks' original Kestis custom minifigure by adding all these extra new parts. Now if you want to know the details in regards to the names and again where I got it all from, I'll put a link to my Patreon page down in the description below. That's where I'll show the build kit for this custom minifigure. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So from Kestis in his Brocca outfit and from yours truly, I hope you had an awesome day. I wish you an awesome day. Now let's go to the character roster, because you have now officially unlocked Kestis in his Brocca outfit.